Liam Neeson is back in theaters as an expert assassin who refuses to complete a job for a dangerous criminal organization. He has the skills to stay ahead except for one thing. He is struggling with severe memory loss, affecting his every move. I watched the new Liam Neeson film Memory. Should you? Let's find out. How's it going, movie watchers? Thank you guys for stopping by my channel. Today we're going to talk about the new Liam Neeson film, Memory. Let me know in the comment section down below, what is your favorite Liam Neeson film? I thought the most recent Liam Neeson film, Blacklight, was pretty bad, so I was hoping that this Liam Neeson film would just be a little bit better because he is a great actor. Despite him saying that he wants to stop making action films, he continued to make action films. And this one has a different kind of twist to it as he is suffering from severe memory loss. And they use that a little bit within the film. But for the most part, Memory relies on Liam Neeson to carry this film. Yes, we have a pretty decent supporting cast with Guy Pearce, Monica Bellucci, and Ray Stevenson. But at the head of it all, we see Liam Neeson with his very specific skill set. He is an expert assassin. We see some pretty brutal kills within this film. He's very good at what he does and he knows it. But as he refuses to compete a job for a dangerous criminal organization, he becomes a target. The FBI agents and Mexican intelligence are brought in to investigate the trail of the bodies, which leads them closer to Alex. The syndicate and FBI are in hot pursuit, and we see those skills come out. But we also have a little more of a story on why he refused this job and some of the emotional state that he is in and how it's affecting him. But also he is dealing with severe memory loss. We see that aspect of the film a few times. I don't feel like it was a big part of the movie despite the title Memory and having that in the summary of the severe memory loss. There was a couple times where he reacted and we saw that he was forgetting what was happened. I think Liam Neeson did a fine job handling that performance. As someone who had a loved one, my grandmother was dealing with memory loss at the end of her life. There was a time where I went to go talk to her and she didn't recognize me, and it was a very hard conversation between us two, but you could see in her face that she didn't know who I was and she forgot. And we see that in here, that Liam Neeson is struggling to remember what is happening. I think as someone who has gone through this with a family member, I think Liam Neeson gave a really decent performance as he tried to capture someone going through severe memory loss. But the few times that we did get that, it's very clear. He stops, he's confused on what is happening, and he's trying to pick up the pieces. He sees news footage of what he did the previous night, doesn't remember it. That really affects him emotionally, and he's confused on what is happening. So I think Liam Neeson gave a great performance, and I wish they would have used that a little more. It could have made a few of the scenes a little more emotional and a little more urgent with what was happening, because a lot of the times this film is very slow. It moves at a sluggish pace despite some decent action scenes and a really good performance from Liam Neeson. It moves a bit slow once we see him, once we establish the character, his very specific skill set, what is happening with the Mexican intelligence and the FBI agents as well. Once we get Ray Stevenson and Monica Bellucci and Guy Pearce within the film, once we get all past that, it kind of slows down as people are starting to investigate. It's a film that definitely takes its time to investigate Liam Neeson's character Alex and the trail of bodies. I wish it would have been I wish it was picked up a little more. It had a quicker pace because we could have got to a little more of those emotional scenes with him suffering from severe memory loss and some more action scenes along the way. If it was just a little bit tight, I think it would have been a completely different film with a completely different tone. But when it comes down to it, I think this is not the worst Liam Neeson film I have seen. It's definitely better than Blacklight. It has some decent action and decent performance from Liam Neeson, but that slow pace and not using that memory loss kind of more often in the film makes this almost for a generic film despite having a twist within it. It almost feels like Taken with Memento a little bit, but obviously not as good as either of those. So Memory, it was a decent watch. I don't regret watching it like I did for Blacklight. I think it could have improved on several different areas, but nonetheless, I think it was a alright film. That's how I just kind of feel about it. It was alright, nothing special, nothing bad, but it's just kind of there. But I did like the performance within the film. So before I give you my score for Memory, make sure to check out my channel. Here I do movie reviews, trailer reactions, ranking videos, tier lists, all that fun movie-related content that you see on YouTube. I do it all here, so hit that subscribe button to get it all in one spot. And if you would like to see where Memory ranks amongst all of the other 2022 releases I have seen this year, follow me on Letterboxd and you can find my ranking. I'm going to go ahead and give Memory a C+. Thank you guys for checking my review for Memory, the new Liam Neeson film. Have you guys seen it by chance? What do you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming content like this. My name is Just Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.